Toronto Raptors versus the tough Indiana Pacers. It's a Tuesday showdown here on 2K Sports.
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Raptors come into town for this one. Great to be with you. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellum as 2K Sports presents this Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. Now a chance to check out our T-Mobile starting lineups. Let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. As we look at Toronto, what's going to be the key against the Pacers?
Well, I think the trick will be containing their offense. One of the top-scoring teams in the league a season ago. They love that high possession, high efficiency offense, so you've got to be ready to match their energy and hustle back on defense.
Looking at Indiana, Clark, what do you think will be the key going up against this Raptor squad?
Well, for one thing, don't let them trick you into any silly fouls. Stay on your feet, play defense with your feet, not your hands. Last season's leaders in free throw percentage, so it's important to play smart D and keep them off of the foul line. Know your opponent. Give these guys too many freebies and you're giving away the game.
It'll be interesting. Toronto on D, following the Pacers' miss. Here's Jack. It's blocked. They retain possession. To the high post. Bargnani scores the opening field goal. Andrea Bargnani was the first European player ever to be drafted #1 in the NBA draft, and he is still trying to carve his niche in this league.
He is. He's extremely talented, a guy who has tremendous range. Like most European big guys, more comfortable on the perimeter than inside, but I think as he gets stronger, he'll be more comfortable in the paint area. But he's a guy who has to continue to improve the other areas of his game other than shooting. Rebounding and defending, I think, are two areas that he's got to continue to work on.
Can't sink the first. Good on number 2. And here is Jack. To Davis. Jack. Now Bargnani. He's against Hibbert. Baseline J. Shot's good from Bargnani. So it's Indiana now. It's a 3-point game. Collison nails it from close range.
That's the way to manufacture your shot against the taller defender. Solid effort.
And Toronto has possession. Right wing. Here's DeRozan. The shot is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Granger backs in. Here's Hibbert. Hammers it in to cap the drive.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
And here is Jack. Just over 3 minutes left in the first. DeRozan, right wing. 6 seconds to shoot. Plays it. Drops it in from beyond the arc.
Kevin, when you're defending a great shooter like that, you got to smell his breath. You got to be right on top of it.
And it's the Pacers ball. Trailing by 2. To Hansberg. Here's Hibbert. Gets in close. Finishes with the soft touch.
Big Roy Hibbert, Kevin, played 4 years at Georgetown, and he clearly is a late bloomer. As a matter of fact, his improvement from his freshman year at Georgetown to his senior year, off the chart. He still doesn't look good. He's not aesthetically pleasing, but his body is better. He's getting up and down smoother and quicker, and he's a guy with a nice touch. This big man is going to be more than effective and productive going forward. He's going to be a solid NBA center.
Here's Collison. Lays it right in. He has 5. Here's Toronto. Plays it. With the traveling violation. A different group set up to go for the Pacers. And Indiana has possession. 1:37 left in the first quarter. To Foster. In close, Bargnani grabs the board. Here comes Calderon. DeRozan down low. A nice shot by Anderson.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Indiana trailing here. Collison. Great finish in traffic. He's got 7.
That's a heck of a job to lay it in around the taller defender, Kevin. Lovely, agile finish.
To Bargnani. From just inside the arc, the shot misses. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Foster. Sinks it.
They run very few plays for him on offense, but he got it done right there.
9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Raptors call time here. Some changes there for the Pacers. And here is Johnson. From short range. Buries the short-range jumper. And it's now all evened up at 13. And here is 4. In close, graceful finish. Now Calderon. Here's Barbosa, dumps it off. Turnover by the Raptors.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Indiana is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
Here comes TJ Ford. Granger nails the buzzer beater.
Fantastic job to knock down the buzzer beater. Nothing better than ending the quarter with the 3.
The Pacers with the early lead.
Well, they're in attack mode now, Kevin. Every time they get the ball, they're coming right at you, looking for contact and looking for buckets right at the 10.
And we end an exciting first quarter. The score, 18-13. And here we go, ready for some more good action in the second quarter. Cheryl Miller met with Jim O'Brien earlier. Cheryl, what do you have?
Hey, Kev, he said that he wants his team to stay loose and confident taking their shots. He knows his team can put up the points if they work as a unit, and don't worry about the individual numbers and focus on moving without the ball.
Thanks, Cheryl. We'll see if they respond to that.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Here's number 24. Dunks it home off the sweet dish. And here is Ford. To the low block. Short, who's guarded by Johnson. Here's McRoberts. Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfect.
Number 24, laid in softly off the glass.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Indiana leading. Here's Ford on the paint. Lays it right in. Barbosa with it. To Barbosa. Tipped.
Forced the kick out, and the defense was all over.
Here's George.
Oh my goodness, nobody stopped the ball. The D made that much too easy for him.
Number 24. And it's James Posey with the rebound.
No defense there to bother the shot, and he still misfired. His coach does not look happy.
Nick Roberts. The shot is off, and Toronto the other way.
I think he got baited into throwing that. Great D leads to easy offense.
Now Calderon. 2:47 left in the second. Here's Johnson. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. Jose Calderon got just the right seasoning overseas. Played 6 years European basketball. A perfect entree to the NBA.
That seasoning led to experience, and that experience led to efficiency. He's one of the most efficient backcourt players in the NBA. Assist-to-turnover ratio extremely high. Excellent three-point shooter. Outstanding free throw shooter. And always seems to be under control when he's out there running the show.
Now Calderon to DeRozan. Here's Barbosa. Can't hit the three-point.
Kevin, he got a decent look there. You want to see him continue to shoot that shot.
George. I'm inside. Gets the lay-in.
Well, it's almost impossible to miss when the D is playing that song.
Toronto trailing. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Barbosa. No good from three-point land. The Pacers, with the bucket here, could make it a double-digit game. Collison with the charge, and that's his first foul.
Great job by the defender that time. He got his feet set, stood his ground, and absorbed the contact. The Pacers can thank the bench for their solid play. They really are coming up big here.
It has to be nice having that kind of firepower waiting to come in off the bench.
Well, you know the starters love it when they can get a breather and the team doesn't miss a beat. It builds confidence and trust in one another when you get that kind of play.
And Toronto has possession. 9-point game. Here's Calderon. Hits the quick shot.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA. But you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Collison got a hand on it. The Raptors with the denial, and it's still a 7-point game. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. A different group set up to go for the Pacers. And here is Jack. Inside. Picked by Bargnani. 6 seconds to shoot. Drilled in by DeRozan. They narrow it to 5.
Nice screen to set up the J. Excellent offensive execution right there.
Here's Collison. Bargnani grabs the board. Toronto with the ball, trailing by 5. Here's number 24, hits the 15-footer. 6 points for him. So it's Indiana now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Down low, Granger gets in close. Bargnani snatches it inside.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We've got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
And here is Jack. 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To Davis. 5 on the shot clock. Jack. Nets it from the wing.
They pulled themselves back into the game now. They need to ride this momentum.
So it's Indiana now. Here's Collison. Can't get the buzzer beater.
This has been a fast-paced game, Kevin.
Yeah, both teams are lighting up the scoreboard. And that concludes the first half. The score, 28-27. Now it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Pacers have built a small lead by pounding the ball inside and looking for the close-range shots.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Kevin. Good, solid, fundamental basketball.
Have to like what we're seeing from Darren Collison.
To say the least, Kevin, he's been lighting up that scoreboard, and he's our top scorer.